Yo, is that ice?
Crazy.
I know that ain't ice.
Oh.
Oh, man. They got icicles on the stairs. I'm all types of confused right now. Maybe this happened during the winter storm. I told y'all some people was freezing. They were freezing. They must have left the water running while that winter storm went on. Prior to the eviction, they was like, we're going to flood the house out. Or they knew it would end up like this. I don't know. I'm really confused right now. Let's see what's going on. That ice thick too.
Straight ice. Wow.
Yeah, that's some thick ice.
Look how deep that is. Wow.
Every room.
Crazy. Crazy.
Even the toilet.
Oh my God. Look how deep this is. Fucking crazy. Look like they left the water running.
Yep. Left the tub water running. Just let it run all throughout the house. As it overflowed the tub onto the floor and into the rooms, down the stairs, man. Here's the update from the next day. Even the roof, man. Why does the roof look like that? This looked like a property he purchased from the land bank for $2,500 and has to do a complete rehabilitation to. This does not look like a property that somebody just came from living out of.
Day 2, heat on. Gotta melt the ice. Cause a little more damage, but that's all we can do. Got the heat pumping.
I still didn't completely melt yet.
That's just the process, y'all. Get the heat on, and then you take it from there. Ice started melting. It's slip. Too slippery to get up there, but you see, came down a lot. That's the process, man. Get the heat on, and then you worry about the repairs after that, man.
At this point, is it even worth being a landlord? This would be the day that I throw the towel in, man. I'll go ahead and hang it up. I can't keep dealing with this. I don't think I'm strong enough as a person to deal with seeing my investment tarnished like this. This is the worst eviction I've ever seen. I never seen nobody have the floors looking like that, nor the roof this completely destroyed. His title eviction going wrong. I had to make sure this is not him buying a property to fix and flip. Nah, this is how a person left the property for him. He came in there and this is what he saw. What y'all think about this, family? It's sick, ain't it?
Okay, so y'all know I lost my job a few weeks ago, and of course, like, I wasn't able to come up with my rent money. So my landlord called me And she was like, yes, Miss Lewis, I just want to touch bases with you. You did have a $300 balance left over from the previous month, and then your rent including this month, and you're at a total of like 1440 or something like that. So I'm just like, yes, ma'am, I'm aware. I'm just looking into some resources. So she's like, well, if you don't have the balance paid by Monday, my legal team is going to have to go to court and they're going to have to file. So I'm just like, explaining her the situation, and I'm just asking her like if she could give me a few weeks. I'm trying to find a job. And it sucks. Like, I've only been here, this is the fourth month, and we came back from New York. I stepped out on faith, and it's like here we are already like 90 days later, and I'm going through eviction process. So if you guys know any resources, any places that I can reach out to, let me know down below, because that's where I am. So thanks in advance. Bye.
And there's a baby on her right now she holding. Hearing babies all in the background. Well, all of those kids, you don't need to be stepping out on faith. You need to be stepping out with funds in this economy, right? Because everybody that step out on faith, it don't work out for them. That's just the reality. Faith without works is dead. You still got to put some work in. See, that's the part nobody like to talk about. Just step out on faith. I've done it before, and I've promoted it as well. But at the same time, I'm telling you, I have your ducks in a row. Have everything planned out correctly. Have you a safety net before you do that, right? In 90 days, you shouldn't be getting evicted, because you should have, if you're going to step out on faith, you should have 6 months to a year of money saved up. You should have the rent paid up or something. That way, if something goes wrong, you are still good, especially with children, especially because you have all of these dependents. And it's hard right now. You can't get a job as quickly as you used to. It's taking longer. You got to play it smart. And that was not smart to move to Houston. And now 90 days later, y'all are getting evicted, which means you didn't have no money in the first place, really. If you're already up for an eviction, they already filed and they're about to file and everything. You had enough to get in the apartment, and probably that's it. That's probably all she had. Now this one right here should be a good one. Woman is getting evicted after she dumped her boyfriend that was paying all the bills.
I'm getting kicked out of my apartment because Secret Admirer put a fraudulent charge on the rent.
Oh boy.
So now I have to figure out how to do this, and I just been talking to the apartment owner, trying to figure out what we can do.
Pay it.
I've never touched his card before, and he's making me feel like I'm an evil person because I found out that he was married and he had a daughter my age.
Oh.
So I guess in his heart he thinks that the best thing to do is to get me kicked out and report me to Dallas PD because of this.
So it seems like she was dating a much older guy who was married, and she said he has a daughter that's around her age. So it seems like this guy was much older than she is, obviously raking in that cash where he could take care of a side chick.
His card
Yeah, she was a sugar baby. He was the sugar daddy. Now, it took a crazy turn with him having a whole family. All right. That changed my perspective. Let's keep listening.
information, he physically has given that to me in text messages. But I've never touched his card. He's paid my rent for the past 2 months. But anyways, after the Puerto Rico trip, we stopped talking to each other.
And vacations.
And he's just been trying to make my life like hell.
If he was paying your rent for 2 months, what did you do with the money that would have went towards your rent? You should have 2 months of free rent saved up. Don't it seem like she would have that? Or maybe she completely started to depend on him and said, forget working, forget everything. I'm going to let him take care of it all. Who knows?
Because, again, me finding out he's married, his wife contacting me, sending me pictures of him coming at home after dropping me off in Dallas. So, I don't know why he's doing this. It's just, again, I'm like, God, will I have my back? But it's like,
What do you mean
I feel like the devil always wins.
Huh? What? Huh? What are you talking about? What do you mean you don't know why he's not paying anymore? He's not paying anymore because you're not with each other anymore. What? You expect this guy
Right, he got caught up.
to continually pay your rent even though you're not together anymore? This is your own delusion. The expectations are insane, dude. Because it seems like this guy is mega ballin', all right? He's taking her on trips, getting her gifts, paying her rent, all of this stuff. And it sounds like she was just so used to getting a free meal ticket from this guy that now she's basically like alpha widowed by the money. That's what it is.
When it comes with me, when it comes to things with me, and it's like, it just doesn't make sense with me how I go through all these things, I go through all these men, and it just sucks. And I tried texting him, trying to work things out, because I don't want this to be a reason that I get taken away from my daughter.
You tried texting him because you want him to work out those payments. That's what you want. You want him to work them payments out that you're now missing, that you now got used. And it's only been 2 months. How are you so used to getting those payments? It's only been 2 months. What do you mean?
You have a kid?
That we don't have a place to stay just because he wants to be shitty and vindictive towards me.
Oh my god. Not his kid, not his problem. What do you want from this guy? She is literally just looking for handouts.
Yep. That's what it is. She wants a free ride. She wants a handout. She wants sympathy. This man is not about to throw away his family fighting for you. He has to fight for his family now. He got caught up. He gonna fight for his family before he fights for you.